Myself Rakesh Yadav, belonging to Sandipani Higher Secondary School, Rajoda. I am your maths teacher explaining class 10th related chapter 4 quadratic equations, and up to 4.2 exercise we have done all the questions. And let me tell you once again before starting our lecture that please do subscribe our channel Sandipani Higher Secondary School, Rajoda. Now let me proceed with question number 1. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations if they exist by the method of completing the square. Means we have to follow the method of completing the square here. But before that we have to find if they exist means what? They are or not they are. Means they are having any value or not. If it is having imaginary value, then we can't find it in our class 10 syllabus. But for that we have to check it by the discriminant. So for finding discriminant, on comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7, because minus sign is there. If there is minus sign, you will have to assign that sign here, and c is equal to 3. Now d is equal to b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac means d is equal to minus 7 square minus 4 into 2 into 3. So d is equal to 49 minus 4 to the 8 3 is 24, means d is equal to 25 here, which is greater than 0. Therefore roots exist. So roots exist means because d is greater than 0. If d is greater than 0 or d is equal to 0, then roots exist means we have to proceed with the question. Up to this part we have to check it that root existing or not. Now let us take by taking this equation, by completing it square, we can find the solution of the quadratic equation. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0 is our quadratic equation. For completing the square, let me take the constant term from LHS to RHS. So it will become 2x square minus 7x is equal to minus 3. Now what we have to do? We have to eliminate this coefficient of x square from here for making it somewhat easy. On dividing by 2 in both sides. If we divide it by 2 in both sides, it will become x square minus 7 by 2x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now x square minus 2 into what will happen? Let us check. What you have to do here? 2ab. A is equal to x here. It is clearly mentioned because it is x square term. It is complete square. We have to find another value here. What is the value of b? For making it, we have to take it 2ab is equal to 7 by 2 x. But in place of a, x is there. In place of a, x is there. So we may write 2xb. 2xb is equal to 7 by 2x. So b is equal to 7x by 4x. X will be cancelled. B is equal to 7 by 4. So what we have to do? We have to make it complete square. So for that, a square minus 2a, value of a is x and value of b is 7 by 4, 2ab. See here, 2 2s are 4. So it is 7 by 2x only. B square is equal to 7 by 4 square. Means what we have to do? We have to, on adding 7/4 square in both sides. This we have to apply here after this step. On adding 7/4 square in both sides, this will become 7/4 square in LHS, and here it is minus 3/2 plus 7/4 square. 7/4 square. Why we are adding this? For making it complete square. For making it complete square, we are adding 7/4 whole square in LHS and RHS both. See. So what it will become? A square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b whole square. A and b value we know very well. This is the value of a and this is value of b. So a minus b whole square, because here it is minus. If it was positive sign, then what we have to do? We have to apply this formula a plus b whole square, because if it is positive, then it will be a plus b whole square. So this is the applied formula which we have applied here. So we may write now x minus 7/4 whole square is equal to minus 3/2 plus 49/16. Now we have to take LCM there. So x minus 7/4 whole square is equal to, on taking 16 LCM, 2 8s are 16. In table of 2, 8 times 16 will be there. So 8 into 3 is 24. So minus 24 plus 49. So x minus 7/4 whole square is equal to 25/16. 49 minus 24, it is positive term. If it is negative and this one is positive, we have to subtract the smaller one from the bigger one and apply the sign of bigger quantity. Here bigger quantity is having positive sign, so result is positive here, 25/16. Now what will be the final conclusion? We may write here x minus 7/4 is equal to, x minus 7/4 whole square is equal to 5/4 whole square. But it may be positive also and it may be negative also. So you may write plus minus sign both here. Plus 5/4 square is 25/16 and minus 5/4 square is also 25/16. That's why we have to write here plus minus sign. So x minus 7/4 is equal to plus minus 5/4, because squares are cancelled. Now on taking positive and negative sign, what we have to do? We have to take positive and negative sign. If we take positive sign, what will happen? X minus 7/4 is equal to 5/4, or x is equal to 5/4 plus 7/4. So this will become x is equal to, if we take 4 LCM, then 5 plus 7. So x is equal to 12/4. 4 3s are 12. So x is equal to 3 is the conclusion here. Now what we have to do? We have to take positive negative sign. If we take negative sign, what will happen? X minus 7/4 is equal to minus 5/4. That is equal to x is equal to 7/4 minus 5/4. Because this 7/4 when transposed from LHS to RHS, it will become positive. It is negative 5/4. So for that, now it will become x is equal to 7 minus 5/4. So x is equal to 2/4, means x is equal to 1/2. X is equal to 1/2 is the another answer. So this is the part which we have to write afterwards. after solving this. This is for root checking on comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If roots exist, we have to apply the completing the square part, and this is the portion which is known as rough part, you can say. This rough work is required there, and after that completing the square, after this you have to write this step, and then positive sign is this one and negative sign is this one. So in this way you can find the roots by completing the square method. This question number 1 is over. X square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0 is our second question of this finding the roots. Here on comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 4. Because nothing is there means what? 1 is there. Coefficient of x square is 1 here. Coefficient of x is also 1 here. So it is a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 4. Now discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So d is equal to square of 1 minus 4 into 1 into minus 4. They are in multiplication. So d is equal to 1 square is 1. Now minus into minus, it will be plus. 4 1 the 4 4 the 16. So d is equal to 17. D is equal to 17 means what? It is greater than 0. Because d is greater than 0, therefore roots exist. This is one part. Now for completing the square, of equation, what is the equation here? X square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. This is our equation. X square plus x is taken here only. This 4 is transposed from LHS to RHS, then it will become 0 plus 4. Now that rough portion which is required here, 2ab is equal to x. You will have to take always x term as 2ab. You will have to take always x term as 2ab and make always this part coefficient free, means if it is having coefficient, then divide it, this complete equation, by that coefficient. If 3 was there, then what we have to do? We have to divide it by 3 first of all, and then we have to apply that completing the square part. So 2ab is equal to x and a is equal to x already. A is equal to x already because it is x square. See, here it is x square. So a is equal to x. So we may write 2xb is equal to x and b is equal to x upon 2x. So this x is cancelled. 1 by 2. B is equal to 1 by 2. A is equal to x. It is clear? Now b square is equal to 1 by 2 square. So we may write here on adding 1 by 2 square in both sides. What will happen? It will be x square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to 4 plus this 1 by 2 square. This 4 plus 1 by 2 square means a square plus 2ab See, a value is x, b value is 1 by 2. If this 2 is cancelled by this 2, then x will come. So it is absolutely correct. We may write it now. A square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square. So it will be x plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 4 plus 1 by 4. Here LCM is 4. So now we have to take LCM there. So it will be x plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 4 is LCM here. If 4 is LCM, 1 4s are 4, so 4 4s are 16. Plus 4 1s are 4, so 1 1s are 1. So it will be x plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 17 by 4. Or x plus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to plus minus root 17 by 2 whole square. See, root 17 square is 17 and 2 square is 4. Plus minus sign, because positive root 17 by 2 square is also 17 by 4 and negative root 17 by 2 square is also 17 by 4 again. Because as you know na, minus 2 square, that is minus 2 into minus 2. So minus into minus is always plus. So negative 17 by 2 square is again 17 by 4. Because minus 2 square is 4. This is the example which I have told you. So now x plus 1 by 2 is equal to plus minus root 17 by 2. On taking positive sign and on taking negative sign. If we take positive sign, then x plus half is equal to root 17 by 2, and if we take negative sign, x plus half is equal to minus root 17 by 2. So x is equal to minus half plus root 17 by 2 means x is equal to minus 1 plus root 17 by 2 and x is equal to minus root 17 by 2, minus half minus root 17 by 2. Or we may write minus sign common here, 1 plus root 17 by 2 if we take LCM. So minus 1 plus root 17 by 2 and minus in bracket 1 plus root 17. You may write it root 17 minus 1 upon 2 also. Root 17 minus 1 upon 2 and minus sign common 1 plus root 17. If we take minus sign common, then it will become 1 plus root 17. LCM is 2 here. So 1 plus root 17 upon 2 with negative sign and root 17 minus 1 upon 2. You may write it root 17 minus 1 upon 2 also. So this question is over. In our third question also we have to find the roots if they exist. So for checking the roots, on comparing with before comparing, we have to bring that positive 3 part of RHS in LHS for making it standard form. So let it be written in this manner: 4x square plus 4 root 3x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now because this is positive 3, if we transpose it from RHS to LHS, we have to make RHS always 0 and after that comparison should be applied. On comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4 root 3 and c is equal to minus 3. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. So D, that is discriminant, I have told you already, 4 root 3 square minus 4 into minus 3. D is equal to square of 4 is 16 and root 3 square is 3. So 16 3s are 48. 48 minus 4 4 are 16 and this minus into minus is plus. 16 3s are 48. So it will be D is equal to 96. We can say 48 plus 48. 8 8 16. Carry on 1. 4 4 8 and 1 9. 96. Which is greater than 0. Therefore, roots exist. For completing square of quadratic equation, 4x square plus 4 root 3x is equal to 3 or minus 3 is equal to 0. So we may write it on dividing by 4, because x square coefficient we want to remove. So it will become x square plus root 3x minus 3 by 4 is equal to 0, because here 4 is cancelled, here also 4 is cancelled, here it will be minus 3 by 4. So now we can transpose this. X square plus root 3x is equal to 3 by 4. See, A is equal to x, that I have told you, make it free from any coefficient. Coefficient is 4 here, that's why we have divided by 4 in both sides. Means A is equal to x and 2AB is equal to root 3x. 2xB is equal to root 3x and B is equal to root 3x upon 2x. Root 3x upon 2x. X is cancelled. B is equal to root 3 by 2. It is root 3 by 2. So B square is equal to root 3 by 2 whole square. It is value of B. This is value of A. So on adding root 3 by 2 whole square in both sides, it will become x square plus 2 into x into root 3 by 2. This 2 will be cancelled, then it will be root 3x only. Why we are doing so? Because we want to make it complete square. Plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to 3 by 4 plus root 3 by 2 whole square. So it will be x a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is equal to a plus b whole square. So we may write a plus b whole square form now. So it will be x plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 means 6 by 4. So we may write here x plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to 6 by 4. 6 by 4 means 3 by 2. So x plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to plus minus root 3 by root 2. You may write it 6 by 4 only, that will be more convenient for you, because afterwards you have to take LCM again. So write it 6 by 4 only, don't cancel it. So it will be root 6 by 2 whole square. Root 6 by 2. This root 2 will make trouble for you. write it root 6 by 2 whole square. That will be more convenient, because for that here it is 2 na, so it will be convenient to write it in this manner only. On taking positive sign, x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to plus, means positive root 6 by 2, or x is equal to root 6 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. Or you may write x is equal to root 6 minus root 3 by 2. Now for taking positive sign, here I am taking some space for solving this part only. If we take negative sign, what will happen? For negative sign, this will become x plus root 3 by 2 is equal to root 6 by 2. So it will be x is equal to root 6 minus root 3 by 2. If it is negative sign, then it will be minus root 6 minus root 3 by 2. You can take minus sign common also there. If you take minus sign common from here, then it will become root 6 plus root 3 upon 2. Or you may write it here only. These are the two roots of the equation. It is minus root 6 minus root 3 by 2. Minus root 6 minus root 3 by 2, because this positive will become negative there. We are taking negative sign here. Here plus and minus signs are there. So it is minus root 6 minus root 3 by 2 is one answer, and another one is x is equal to root 6 minus root 3 by 2. These are the two answers for this question. Now it is our last question. Here also we have to compare it by, question is 2x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0. So on comparing it with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 4. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac, that is equal to d is equal to 1 square minus 4 into 2 into 4, that is equal to d is equal to 1 minus 4 4 are 16 to the 32. So d is equal to minus 31, which is less than 0, therefore it is less than 0. Therefore if it is greater than or equal to 0, then only we have to need the solution for the quadratic equation. There is no need to solve the equation. So roots do not exist. This is the conclusion for this question, and at last I want to thank you for watching this channel Sandipani Higher Secondary School Rajoda, and please like it, share it and subscribe it as much as possible.